The clock says 6:58. 2 minutes until bedtime. Daniel doesn't like when I'm late for bedtime. My thoughts are all jumbled up today. The medicine, it makes my head feel like it's stuffed with cotton, like someone shoved wet newspaper into my skull and let it harden there. I can hear Daniel in the kitchen, the clinking of dishes. Sounds like tiny bones breaking. He made spaghetti tonight. Spaghetti with meatballs. I like the meatballs. I think I've always liked meatballs, even before the accident. Sometimes it's hard to remember what I liked before. Sometimes I wake up tasting blood, and I can't remember why. I should get ready. Daniel doesn't like when I'm not in bed. When the clock turns to 7 o'clock, he says it makes Mr. Jacks upset, and nobody wants Mr. Jacks upset. I've never met Mr. Jacks. Daniel says he comes to our house late at night and checks on things, makes sure everything is safe. Daniel says Mr. Jacks knows what's best for us. Daniel says Mr. Jacks has plans for me. When Daniel talks about Mr. Jacks, his eyes change. They get darker, emptier, like something crawls behind them. The doctors told me I have, what do they call it? Traumatic something. Brain injury from the accident. Sometimes I can think just fine, like now. Other times, I can't remember my own name. The words get stuck. The thoughts won't connect right. I get confused about what year it is, what day, where I am. Sometimes I see shadows moving in the corners of my room, shifting, watching, waiting. I used to be different before the pills, before the accident. I was a teacher, math teacher, high school. I taught algebra and geometry. I remember the smell of chalk, the sound of the bell. I remember Lisa, my wife, and Tommy, my first son, my boy. I remember their smiles, their laughter. I can still hear their screams, sometimes in my dreams, in the walls, when I'm alone. They're gone now, the accident. 2 years, 3. Time is slippery for me now. Daniel, Lisa's son from her first marriage, moved in after, said he'd take care of me, said he'd help. I adopted him when he was 12, after I married Lisa. He never called me Dad, though. Always Greg. His voice always cold, clinical, like he was examining a specimen. Click. The lock turns from outside my bedroom door, 7 p.m. sharp. The sound makes my skin crawl. I hear Daniel's voice through the door, muffled, wrong, like it's coming through. Water or meat. Good night, Greg. Did you take your evening pills? His voice sounds far away, even though he's just behind the door. Yes, I lie. The little blue and white pills are under my tongue. They taste like chemicals and dread. I'll spit them out later. I don't like how they make me feel, like I'm underwater. Can't think, can't remember. On my ceiling, there are terrible things. They crawl upside down. They come in from a crack above the door. Do they know Mr. Jacks? Good. Mr. Jacks will be here soon. He says you need to stay in your room tonight. All night. Don't try to come out, okay? Remember what happened last time? I do remember, sorta. Things get mixed up sometimes. I got thirsty and tried the door. It was locked. I kept pulling on it. Daniel came. He was crying, but his eyes were dry. said Mr. Jacks was angry. Daniel had a bruise. The next day, a perfect handprint wrapped around his throat. He said it was my fault, but I was locked in here all night. How could it be my fault? Okay, Daniel, I'll stay. The words feel thick in my mouth, hard to talk sometimes, like my tongue belongs to someone else. Sleep well, Greg. Mr. Jacks is looking forward to seeing you. His footsteps go away. They sound heavier than they should, like someone much larger is walking away. I sit on my bed, look around. This room is my whole world now. TV books with big letters, water bottle, bucket for bathroom. I hate that bucket. Hate it. But Daniel says Mr. Jacks doesn't let me use the real bathroom at night. There are scratches on the wall I don't remember making, and stains on the ceiling that look like faces when the light hits them just right. I look at my puzzle book, the one with pictures of animals and words hidden in a grid. Daniel says these are good for my brain, says they'll help me get better. But I think I'm getting worse. Yesterday, all the animals in the book were staring at me, their eyes following me across the room. The words start to swim on the page. I feel dizzy. The medicine, it's kicking in. The stuff I took this morning makes it hard to focus, makes the shadows in the corners grow longer, darker. But wait, I hear voices from the living room. Daniel's talking to someone. Another voice, deeper, older, raspy, like sandpaper on bone. I try to listen. My legs feel wobbly, but I manage to get to the door, press my ear against it. The wood feels cool, unnaturally cool, like it's sucking the warmth from my skin. He's secured for the night. The deep voice must be Mr. Jacks. It sounds wrong, too deep, too hollow, like it's coming from somewhere very dark and very old. Yes, Daniel's voice. Just like you said. Good. Has he been behaving? Not really. Tuesday was bad. He kept calling me Tommy. Then he started crying, asking where Lisa was, saying he wanted to see her. He scratched himself until he bled. Said something was under his skin. That's concerning. We might need to adjust his dosage again. The stronger stuff. The one that makes him see us as we truly are. I move away from the door. My heart is going fast. Too fast. Like it's trying to escape my chest. Adjust my dosage. Number, no more pills. Last time they changed my medicine, I couldn't wake up. Slept and slept. Couldn't tell if I was dreaming or awake. Saw things, standing over my bed, watching me, touching me with hands that felt like wet leather. I go back to bed, pull the blanket up. It feels safe under here. Through my window, I can see the moon. Full moon. Big and bright. Too bright. Unnatural. The moon helps me sometimes. Helps my thoughts line up right, like puzzle pieces clicking together. But tonight, it looks wrong, like it's watching me, judging me. I remember things when the moon is full. Remember Lisa's smile. Remember Tommy's baseball games. Remember adopting Daniel when he was 12. Remember how he watched me, always watching, never smiling, never calling me Dad. I remember the accident, the car going too fast, couldn't stop it. Brakes didn't work, the tree coming closer and closer. Lisa screaming, Tommy in the back seat, the sound of metal folding, of glass breaking, of something laughing. I remember the hospital, the police officer, young guy with kind eyes. He said the brake lines were cut. Someone cut them, but they didn't know who. I remember Daniel coming to live with me after the funeral. I was still in a wheelchair then, head all bandaged up. He said he'd take care of me, said Mr. Jacks would help us both. I remember how cold his hands were when he touched me, like he'd been keeping them in ice water. Mr. Jacks, the grief counselor. That's what Daniel said. But I've never seen him, never signed papers, never had therapy. And why? Why does he only come at night? Why do the lights flicker when his name is mentioned? Why do I sometimes hear him moving in the attic during the day? When Daniel says he only comes at night, there's laughing from the living room. TV sounds, explosions, gunfire. But underneath it, something else. A wet, slithering sound, like something huge dragging itself across the floor. I think I fell asleep, my eyes open. Room is dark, just moonlight. Clock says 2:17. What woke me up? A sound from outside my door, a scratching sound, like claws on wood. Footsteps, heavy, uneven footsteps. I try not to breathe too loud. The doorknob moves, turns, but the lock stops it. Something pushes against the door, something heavy. The wood creaks, bending inward slightly. He's sleeping? Mr. Jacks's voice, just outside my door. It doesn't sound human up close. Too deep, too hollow, like it's coming from the bottom of a well filled with mud and teeth. Should be. The risperidone and lorazepam knock him out pretty good. Daniel sounds tired, afraid. Good, I brought the papers. Once we get him declared legally incompetent, we can access the insurance money. The house too. Insurance. Money? My brain feels foggy. Something about this feels important. Wrong. How much longer will this take? Daniel asks. His voice trembles. Not long now. His condition is getting worse, just as we planned. Those pills I gave you are working perfectly. The brain damage from the accident gives us a good cover. But these medications will make him a complete vegetable soon. And then he's mine. All mine. My stomach hurts. Pills? They're making me worse on purpose. And what does he mean? I'll be his. I don't know. Sometimes he seems okay. Like today, he remembered it was Friday spaghetti night without me reminding him. There's a sound. Wet. Meaty. Like someone got hit with something heavy. Then, something strange happens. I hear shuffling. And Daniel's voice changes. Gets deeper. Becomes Mr. Jacks's voice. Don't get soft now, the deeper voice says. It echoes strangely, like it's coming from everywhere and nowhere. Then normal Daniel voice whimpering. No, sir. My brain is slow, but this is important. That second voice, it came from Daniel, not from someone else. There is no Mr. Jacks. It's Daniel. Just Daniel. Talking to himself, making a different voice. But then, who made that scratching sound? Who pushed against the door? Why does the house creak at night like something huge is moving through it? The medicine fog tries to pull me under, but I fight it. Fight to understand. More shuffling sounds. Then Daniel, normal voice, strained and fearful. I'll increase his dosage tomorrow. Then deeper voice, but different now. Wetter. With a gurgling quality that makes my skin crawl. Good. I want him completely helpless by next week. Just a drooling idiot who can't even feed himself. Ready for the transition. The words hurt. Make me want to cry. But I hold it in. What transition? What's going to happen to me? Footsteps go away down the hall. But they don't sound right. Too many of them, like 3 or 4 people walking in perfect sync. The pills, blue ones, white ones, yellow ones. Daniel gives them to me. Morning, noon, night. They make my brain slow, make me forget things, make me stupid, make me see the things that hide in the dark, the things with too many eyes and not enough skin. No, I see them when I don't take the pills. They're real. I know it. I think they are hiding from me. Mr. Jax, who is he? We all know him. I think so. He's here at this house. I look at my water bottle. Did he put more medicine in there? Probably. The water looks wrong. Too thick. Too dark. Daniel isn't helping me. He's hurting me. Making me sick. There's no Mr. Jax. Just Daniel talking to himself. Like he has 2 people inside him. Or something inside him. Wearing him like a costume. I try to get out of bed. My legs are wobbly. Like walking on jello. I make it to the window. Look out! Too high up. 2nd floor. Can't jump. And something moves in the yard below. Something big that shouldn't be there. Something that looks up at me with eyes that reflect the moonlight like mirrors. Door is locked from outside. I'm stuck here until 7 a.m. when Daniel brings breakfast. And more pills. More things to make me forget. To make me compliant. To prepare me. The moonlight helps me think. Helps me remember. I remember the insurance. Big policy on Lisa and Tommy. Got money when they died. And there's more money if I die. The mortgage insurance. My retirement money from teaching. My pension. Daniel can get it all if I'm declared incompetent. If I can't take care of myself. A thought comes. Clear as a bell. Did Daniel cut the brake lines? Did he kill Lisa and Tommy on purpose? Was it part of his plan? First them, now me. I look around my room. Not a bedroom. A cell. A cage. A place of preparation. I have until morning to figure something out. My brain still works sometimes. When the medicine wears off. And the moon is bright. Because now I know part of the truth about Mr. Jax. He's not real. He's a voice in Daniel's head. Or maybe Mr. Jax is real. I know there's something else here too. Something that comes in the night. Something Daniel is afraid of. Something he's working for. Something that wants me. My tongue feels the pills I hid there. I spit them into my hand. Hold them tight. I notice something on the wall I didn't see before. Scratched into the paint with fingernails. Words in Lisa's handwriting. He's not Daniel anymore. When 7 a.m. comes, I'll be ready. I might be damaged, might be slow, but I'm not stupid. But I wonder, what do I need to do to get Mr. Jax to let me leave? Mr. Jax, he is it. The one who scratches at my door at night. The one who makes the house groan. The one who waits in the dark with patience that feels ancient and hungry. Not anymore. I can stand up to Mr. Jax. Update. It's nearly 7 a.m. I can hear movement outside my door. Footsteps. Too many footsteps for one person. I've been up all night. Found more writing hidden in this room. Under the carpet. Behind the dresser. Lisa and Tommy were trying to warn me. Daniel isn't Daniel. Hasn't been for years. Something else wears him now. Something old. Something patient. Something that's been collecting our family one by one. My son Tommy left behind a drawing of Mr. Jax. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. The door is opening now. Time to find out what Mr. Jax really looks like.